Capture the flag. Defense.
Hello everyone, welcome back to some Halo Reach HD gameplay. I'm actually doing this gameplay a day early because tomorrow I have work and I want to upload this before I go to work. I'm going to be uploading this tomorrow, September 16th, and today it's September 15th, so there should be already another gameplay on Forge World SWAT that should be up there. Yeah, so I'm doing this in advance, that way I can, you know, obviously upload a video on Friday. As for any other days, I might do some more commentaries in advance tomorrow, that way I can prepare myself and not have to worry about running out of time. But I'm not going to do one tonight because I recorded, as you can see, this video is pretty long, and the Spire one's, I think, even longer. So, yeah, I really don't feel like doing another 17-minute commentary. But anyway, this is, we're playing Halo Reach, like I said, no shit. We're playing on Boneyard. This is actually, I don't know what is this, I think it's Invasion Slayer or something? I think that's what it is, or it might be one flag, I don't know. Let me see if it's one flag, because it will say 0-0 to everybody. Like, score-wise, if it ever pops up. Okay, I couldn't even read that fast. I'm gonna guess it's, yeah, okay, yeah, it's one flag, capture the flag. Okay, so, yeah, we're playing Capture the Flag, one flag on Boneyard, blah, 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 blah. I guess I could talk about college. So, Wednesday, which was September, I think, 14th, I went to college. I have two classes. I have a class called Two-Dimensional Design, which goes from 1 o'clock to 5 o'clock. Yes, it's a 4-hour class, and then I have an hour break. And then I have another 4-hour class from 6 to 10, which is video production. And two-dimensional design, it's kind of like drawing and like computers. It's like computers with drawing. And look at that fucker on the Warthog. It was an interesting day. I actually had a lot of fun, even though my only complaint is that it took all day. But other than being all day, I had a lot of fun. I got like a lot of stuff right because like I had homework on my two-dimensional design class was to read 3 chapters in a book I had to rent, which I already rented. And I didn't read any. I did not read any of the chapters. So I went in. I'm like, oh crap, oh crap. And then she asked questions, and I just answered from the gut, and I got every single question right. And yeah, and it wasn't like a test. It was an open discussion. So I pretty much participated way more than anyone else in the class. So hopefully that gives me some points. I had a lot of fun. I connected easily, and I was like, wow, I didn't read any of the chapters yet. I got everything right, which is cool. Like, I didn't get everything just, you know, good. I got everything 100% dead on perfect. So I thought that was pretty neat. I guess that's because I pay attention. So that was fun. And then after that, like, that was the whole two-dimensional design 4-hour period. We took breaks and stuff, and we work on like Mac computers and crap. We use Adobe Illustrator. I hate Adobe Illustrator. Drives me nuts. I don't like the program. And we had to do like a project on it where we had we had to look up this guy called Richard Serra on Google, and he has like a word list in cursive, and I can't read cursive for life. And not to mention the picture that I saw on Google was like super cursive to the point where it's like completely unreadable, and it was all blurry, so I couldn't even read it. And really fast before I continue talking, I don't know why Halo Reach does this, but every time I record a gameplay that's like Capture the Flag or anything, it like goes into first person of someone else playing. So as you can see, this is not me playing. This is someone completely different. I didn't notice this until like the guy died. I'm like, wait a minute, I didn't have a robotic arm when I was playing this game. So I paused the game and I switched to the people, and I'm like, yeah, I wasn't playing as this guy. I was playing. I don't know why Reach does this shit where it freaking, like, when it goes to a new round, it switches. And look at this idiot. He's just standing like a dumbass. Yeah, I'm like, wait a minute, is this me? And then I keep switching through people, and I eventually find me. You see, that's me, General Spark. I'm like, what the hell's going on? I don't know why it does that. It did that with Griffball. Before, honestly, it never did that before. Ever. I don't know why it's doing it now. I really have no idea. That's one of the things that bugs me. But, like, sometimes I'll preview through the clip, and I'll, like, fast forward through the entire clip, and I don't change characters. And then when I record, it changes characters. I'm like, what the fuck's going on? So, yeah, there you go. That same dumbass I was playing as before, or I showed before, died again. Like a useless fucking loser. But anyway, going back to class, we use Illustrator. I'm not looking forward. I mean, I don't like the software. Hopefully that's the last time we use the damn thing. And, yeah, we had him do a project where we looked up Richard Serra. He had his word list, and we had to make a pattern, or make something in Adobe Illustrator. Look at my terrible DMR skills. Holy crap. We had to do something where we had... we can only use black squares, and we had to make it look like a word that was described in one of the lists. So I picked 3 words. I picked crumble, repair, and expand. And we can't really make it look like the word, so it can't reference the word. Well, it references the word, but it can't make it look obvious that that's what we did in the project. So in crumble, I had like rectangles, and I made it look like a oh no, yeah, I made it look like a skyscraper, but it was slowly crumbling, and I had like I turned the squares into like spikes. I like rotated them, and then I made like super thin rectangles to look like rods, and then I had them sticking out of the side of the big black rectangles, and I made it look like a building, and like it's falling apart, and they have like those big rods that hold them together sticking out of the building. And then my second one was repair, and I pretty much made it look like a construction site. I had like a bunch of rectangles as rods, or like as like metal things sticking everywhere. It pretty much looked like a construction site, or like a building under construction. It's like repairing itself. And then the final one, I got lazy because I was so pissed off at the software because I spent hours on the other ones, and I'm like, I don't want to do this anymore, so I just rushed it. And I I pretty much made it obvious. I had small rectangles, and I slowly made them bigger, expanding. So yeah, that was a two-dimensional design. By the way, the teacher's hot. She's flat-chested, but she's still pretty hot, and she's like 20. So yeah, and after that, I had video production. I actually took a break, and I popped in my computer, and I watched a Machinima trailer that I made that's top secret that no one else knows about except people helping me work on it. Yes, it's part of one of my secret projects. And I just watched it for like 40 minutes because I think the trailer's awesome, very cinematic. I might talk about that towards the end of the video, about the secret project. So yeah, that was cool. And then I went to video production, and then we had to do storyboards, and all the projects I'm making are going to relate to one secret project. So, or you know, it's gonna relate to my secret project, or my Machinima projects, and it's live action. And I was by myself today because I took home a camera from yesterday, and I pretty much did all the filming today. It took me like 10 minutes, or actually no, it took me like an hour, but I had like 11 minutes of raw footage, which is good because the project is called the word project, and we have to take one word. We take out a dictionary, and then we pick one word randomly from the dictionary. My word was mindful, so I had to create a movie based around mindful. She says that we don't have to make the video relate to mindful. As long as the word mindful is in the film, it's okay. So I can make it relate to mindful, or I can make it completely weird and just say the word mindful, and she'd be okay with it. As long as mindful is in the movie, has to be a minute or under, and it can only be a little bit over a minute if I can really convince the teacher that those extra seconds are worth it, and if it's like really good. And yeah, so I have mindful, and it's going to relate to one of my secret projects. Really quick, once again, Reach decides to be an asshole and switch the character, so you'll see me switch the character. Every new round in this gameplay, you'll see me switch the character. So, I don't know why it does that, but anyway. See, we went over storyboards, and I told her that I had everything planned out in my head. I knew exactly what was going to happen, which I did today, and I knew the music, the track, and like what I was going to do. And yeah, I filmed all the parts today. I was by myself, so I had the camera with me, and I brought a ladder with me, so I used that as that was bullshit. I used that as my camera holder, so to speak. And since I was by myself, no one was near me, I couldn't do any pan shots or dollies, which means the camera moves with me. I couldn't do any of those, so pretty much it's all still shots. But I am going to ask her if I can maybe incorporate some Machinima into it to make it relate to the project. If I can't do that, it's okay, because it already relates anyway. So, but yeah, so I think I might do that with some of my Machinima projects. Maybe some of my school projects can be like live action trailers. Of course, I'm not the greatest guy with, you know, a live action camera, but maybe it could work. Maybe I could upload some live action stuff relating to the Machinima project. So obviously the thing's not going to be in live action, but it's going to be all me and Machinima, but it could relate and be fun. And, you know, I did that because I'm like, well, I am already making a lot of stuff in Machinima already, so I might as well make that as a starting point and actually know where the hell I'm going. Like, I really don't want to make pointless videos that have to do with nothing I'll never touch again. I really want them to relate to something. That way, like I said, I have a starting point. So we did that, then we took another break, then we came back, then we talked about camera equipment, and then she introduced us to Adobe Premiere. And I don't know anything about Adobe Premiere, but I do know that it plays exactly like Final Cut because everything she showed us is exactly what I do in Final Cut Pro. The only thing difference between the only thing difference between Adobe Premiere and Final Cut Pro, as of what I've seen right now, is that it's a different name and it's a different color palette. Final Cut Pro 7 is, which is pretty much what everyone uses. Final Cut Pro 7 is a white palette, and Adobe Premiere is a black palette. And really fast, I actually do have a Final Cut Pro 10, and a lot of people don't like Final Cut Pro 10 or Final Cut Pro X. They say that they dubbed it iMovie Pro, and I just got betrayed by a dumbass. They dubbed it iMovie Pro, and it pretty much, it works like Final Cut, but it has like a iMovie atmosphere. And I really like Final Cut Pro 10. It's a really awesome software. I can understand why people hate it, but in my opinion, I personally like it. Although I didn't buy it, I didn't spend $250 on it. I torrented it. It is a damn good software. Would I pay $250 for it? No way, because I'm cheap. And yeah, I mean, like I said, I don't really like torrenting it, but I guess this is the old saying: if you can get it for free, why the hell would you pay for it? And I do agree with that. If I could get it for free, why the fuck would I pay for it? But yeah, I do like Final Cut Pro 10. It's a pretty cool software. It's a really, really beautiful layout. They do a damn good job with the layout. So yeah, and after that, we just pretty much, while we have almost about 6 minutes or so left of this gameplay. Yeah, after that, I checked out my camera, and then I left, and then I woke up on Thursday. And on Thursday, I pretty much did a little bit of homework and a little bit of reach. I did my video production thing where I filmed the entire scene, and then I got the weekly challenge in Reach today, which is complete 9 campaign missions on Heroic. And it was 30,000 credits, which I'm definitely doing because it's so worth it. It really is, because 30,000 credits is the most amount of credits they ever gave, which is awesome. 30,000 credits, that's amazing. And it's on Heroic, which is easy as crap, because every campaign mission I play on now is always on Heroic, unless I'm like in a rush or something and I put it on normal. But yeah, it's always on Heroic. And I'm thinking of moving it to Legendary. But Legendary's hard, so not as hard as, I mean, as other Halo games, but it's, you know, it's time consuming. So yeah, Heroic, it was really easy. And this is the final round of the gameplay. Once again, it's going to switch characters because Halo Reach works like that for some reason. Maybe it's something I'm doing wrong. I really don't know. If you guys know the answer on why it does that, please let me know, because I am sick and tired of switching through the characters. It really annoys me. So, in final news, I will talk about the secret project. More info on it. So, me and my friend is actually writing scripts now, and I already wrote the first episode of what I think would happen, and this guy gets owned. I think I get killed after, though, which kind of sucks. In a bit. So, yeah, he finished. By the way, if I say a lot of filler words in this video, like so, I apologize. But, yeah, that's how it's hard to not use fillers. So, he wrote episode 1 of his version. And what we're going to do is, since he wanted to include some ideas that I didn't put in my original script, and he put ideas in his script that weren't in mine. And I really think how we're going to, you know, like 2 people working on a Machinima, I think what I came up with and how we can do it is an amazing idea. I'm not trying to be cocky. I think it's really cool. Like, I would write what I think happens in episode 1, and then he would write what he thinks happens in episode 1, and then we would combine ideas and maybe put some more stuff in there, cut some stuff out, and then boom, we have an episode 1. So we're both writing stuff for the episode, and we're just combining it to make it longer. I thought that was I thought I came up with that. It's my idea. I thought that was a really cool idea. And I looked at his script today, and he followed the same type of guidelines that I did, which is cool because it's much easier for me to navigate through the scripts. And I did like his script. He put a really cool thing in there that I loved. Obviously, I'm not going to tell you what it is, but it was really cool. And his dialogue, like for one particular scene, I had this thing going on, and my dialogue wasn't as strong, and he saw my script prior before he wrote his, and he included that same scene that I put into his version, but he made the dialogue better and more believable, and I guess better. And I really like that. He put a bunch of stuff in his script that I really liked, and I think after this gameplay, and once I'm uploading the SWAT gameplay, because I haven't uploaded that yet. Obviously, when this is on YouTube, the SWAT gameplay will already be up. I'm actually after I finish this commentary, I'm going to combine the scripts and send it back to him. Maybe put some stuff in there here and there. So I really like. So far, it's going. The cooperation in terms of scripting is going by very well. In terms of names of characters, we're still deciding on that. Like, there's this one character that I call this name, and he calls that same character a different name. We're going to decide if we're going to name it this or that or a completely new name. The storyline, we're inching towards the storyline more. We're getting some more ideas. I came up with some ideas that were pretty cool that I want to address, and they're actually real life issues in the world today. I think it'd be cool if we, you know, tackled that idea. And there also are some pretty sensitive ideas that are actually in real life that I would like to tackle, and I guess make the Machinima seem more realistic. And random note, whenever I go into armor lock and whenever I wait that really long to live, I always die. But every time someone else does it, the teammate always shows up and kills me. My teammates never help me because they're assholes. Anyway, so yeah, Secret Project going really good. I cannot wait to continue working on it and actually get some episodes out. It's going to be a mini series. It's not going to be like Confederacy long, which is like 17 episodes. But even if it is 17 episodes, or even if the series is longer than a quote-unquote particular mini-series usually is, I think it's still going to be a mini-series to us because it's not as big as other projects. Like Confederacy is only going to be 17 episodes, but it's a massive story and it's a massive series. And even if the Secret Project, I almost said the name, had 17 episodes, it's not going to be as big as Confederacy because Confederacy is massive. It might be big, but I still think in my heart it's going to be a mini-series. So thank you guys for watching the Halo Reach HD gameplay. Let me know what gameplays you want to see, minus the ones I just captured. So thank you people for watching the video. Women are hot, especially that flat-chested teacher. Bye-bye.